It's mystery box time! Hello and welcome to, who am I kidding? By the title, you already know what this is. It's Mega Man time! This has like a mufti smell, kind of like a mufti addict smell. I hate that. Anyhow, this is the D-Arts, Black Zero, Rockman X, Bandai Tamashii Nations logo and stuff. This is not a pre-owned figure from the, pre-owned section of Ami. I'm gonna go over the box real quick. 25th anniversary Bandai Tamashii Nations D-Arts collector shop. It's Zero in his black suit, and I really wanted this figure back, way back when it came out. I was like, this looks cool, I like this, it's too expensive, and I'm not that big of a Mega Man fan. But anyway, I finally got him, probably some 5 years later, so let's dig in. Holy crap, this guy looks cool. I mean, all this black metallic, it looks so slick. Damn. Also, his joints are kind of loose, but I mean, it's a pre-owned figure, so I'm not really complaining about that. I'm gonna have a look at the size real quick. He stands at about 13.5 centimeters to the top of his skull. If we're really going to the top of his bat ears, or whatever you want to call it, that's 14 centimeters. So, basically between 5.5 inches tall. Overall look and detail of the figure, as I've already mentioned. The black, metallic, oh my god, it's so sparkly, it's so shiny, and it should, because he's a robot, right? And he has the shiny robot parts. The face, you can't really see the eyes. I don't know if the helmet really, yeah, the helmet is supposed to go down like that. Now that I'm looking from the front, it's kind of weird. You're looking at him from the side, which Mega Man is mostly side-scroller. It looks really good. So we got the hair. It's kind of like a brownish, kind of like a platinum even, like, oh my god. It's also super shiny, it's metallic. It's not put together nicely, you know, you can see all these parts over here. And that makes it look kind of meh. But for the rest of it, I mean, the mold of it is good, it's just connected weirdly over here. You always have these kind of red gems over here. I call that gems, but it's like see-through plastic. For the blue, we got the green sparkly ones over here, and of course the Z logo on the shoulder. Yes, this is version 2. Once again, I messed that up for the NX Edge style. I'm always thinking like, blocky to me is always retro, alright? In my head is always like, I mean, look at cars, look at old cars, they were blocky. Now these days everything needs to be rounded, so when I see something more rounded, it's automatically the newer version. But yeah, this is version 2 of Zero. The version 1 had the rounded shoulders, not the blocky ones. Got the blaster, has all this metallic, and it's so sparkly and it's so shiny. I'm actually blown away, like seriously. If you think I'm gushing too much, I apologize, but guys, this dude just looks good. He looks super good. And there you go. There's the rest of all the detail in this figure. It has big feet, stands super nicely with some more detail under it. Damn. So yeah, there's that. Now I want to have a look at the articulation. First of all, the hair. The hair is bad, honestly. You have this one hinge going up and down, but it's mostly down because the hair is way too heavy. And instead of putting it in a ball joint in here, they just have like a hinge that goes side to side. It doesn't go up, it doesn't go down. I mean, it kind of wiggles, but as you can tell, there is just a big hinge over there, and not a ball joint, which it should have been. Then the head itself, I mean, it's kind of hard to move the head around on itself. It has some back and forth motion, it has some wiggle motion, but where it's really going on is the neck, because that one's pretty well articulated. You can move that around. I'm guessing it's just a ball pack that has a long pack that goes into another ball pack in the head, but the head itself is just limited because of the hair, but you get some decent motion out of it. As for the shoulder piece, to show you that better, you can just pop this one off, just kind of clamped in there. You have the ball joint in the chest, which you can rotate around, which goes into another hinge basically in the shoulder. Of course, without the shoulder pad, you get that all the way up. Let me see. With the shoulder pad, of course, it's blocked, but it still gets some very good motion. You have bicep swivel up here. You have, I think, like, this might be like a triple hinge. Well, actually, no. So, yeah, that's the, it's kind of like, it's really reminiscent of the NS, not real reminiscent. It's kind of like the NHX style. I guess they kind of took some from the D-Arts and put it in that, because D-Arts don't exist anymore. Then we got the fist, can rotate that around. Of course, you got the fist piece for the other side, but we'll get to that once we get to the accessories. Can rotate this around and wiggle it around back and forth a little bit. It's just on a ball joint. obviously. Now the chest, that really goes for it a lot more than I expected. You can wriggle that around. It is stiff. I think it would go all the way around, but I'm not really getting it. So yeah, I'm leaving that. But yeah, side to side, the wiggle motion is very good. Then down here at the crotch piece, like it should move around from what I can tell, but it's not. So mine is stuck, but I'm looking in there and I feel like there's some ball joints or probably something. But mine does not want to rotate around at all, and I don't want to break it off, so I gotta pass on that. I'm sorry. Then we got the legs. I think they're just on ball joints again, which are on ball packs, so you can rotate that around. You can't really bring it back and forth the way it's done over here. Obviously, you don't have any room with this, but I mean, it's one of these things. They sacrifice some articulation to have a better look, and I'm okay with that. Then I talked about a triple. I thought there was a triple hinge over here because there's actually triple hinge over there. There's a hinge in the thigh going into the knee. That's also like basically an entire hinge, and you have another hinge in the back over here. So you can bring the leg up like that, so all the way up. And it looks good because they covered it up over here. And for the big feet, you got a big ball joint. Go side to side, and as you can tell, back and forth. You don't really have... It doesn't leave that much room over here itself, but they really made a long pack with a hinge and a ball joint, so you get some really good articulation out of that. Now for the accessories, you got these three faces. Angry face looking to the side, open mouth, and this one. I don't know the story about behind this one, so feel free to let me know. It's probably in some of the games, some joke that were made, so let me know about that one. That's just fantastic. We got some very shiny metallic hands. You got two posing hands for each side, and the open hand to hold your sword. We'll get to that in a second. And of course you have this blaster to change with the other one if you want to have Zero with his two hands and not a blaster. Of course, what's very important about Zero are his swords. You got this one when he's swinging it, like a nice action effect. Man, it's huge and it's nicely done. See-through blue going, you know, more. It gets more and more see-through. It's a little bit darker on the edge, and the back of it is a lot more see-through. And you can just take that off. By the way, that's another thing. I'm just going to mention that before I forget it. There should be a hole here in the back, so you can have him have his holster in the back when he's not having his sword. This one's probably too long, but I don't know. They probably did a longer pack for the big weapon. Let's see. Yeah, this pack is a lot shorter. So then you have these two swords, like just regular ones. One that's pointy at the end, and the other one's not pointy. That's just... It looks super great. I always like the energy effect, how it kind of like explodes down here and then goes up, and you have, once again, this is see-through over here, going into the blue, going into more see-through, and you got the handle, which you can just take this piece off to slide it in his hand, no problemo. Oh wait, I forgot, he also has this piece for a blaster change. I don't really know why, because I don't see any difference between this blaster and the regular blaster, so feel free to enlighten me why this one's there. And you can't, what's kind of a bummer, you can't put this piece into the blaster because you don't have a pack for that. And before I end it, let's have a little group shot with my D-Arts Mega Man X, regular Mega Man, or Rockman also if you're from Japan. And of course the newly acquired Black Zero. I don't have regular Zero. I don't know. I mean, I had these two when they came out. I had those for a while. Also Rush. If you're into Rush. There you go. You got the entire squad. I mean, not the entire squad. There's like an Ultimate Armor Mega Man. And of course the regular Zero. And another Zero. And I think that's about it. But anyway, regardless, I just want to have a little bit of comparison with the entire crew together. Of course, X and... Well, Zero is actually a bit bigger than X. I didn't even notice that. I mean, they go nicely together. They are both super shiny, and Mega Man himself is not. It's kind of funny. He has plastic. I mean, his helmet is shiny, but for the rest of the plastic, there's no metallic. He doesn't have a metallic paint job, so that's only for the future robot. For the grown-ups. Grown-ups get metallics. So final thoughts of this Zero figure. I mean, he looks exactly like he looks in the game. The paint job is fantastic, and I'll always love these green gems and the blue gems and the red gems all over this. That's a very nice touch. And the bats, they could have found a better way with the hair, the way they put it together, first of all, and second of all, the articulation of it. Posing him is really a problem. The hair is really getting into the way this entire time. So having this on a ball joint, just so you could lift it up or something, would have helped a big deal, but they didn't do that. And the leg articulation is kind of limited, but like I said before, they sacrificed that to make him look good. And for the rest of it, you got all your articulation, you got all your accessories, and everything you need in a Zero. So yes, I do recommend them. In the black, or I mean the regular one, just looks just as good. So that's gonna do it as usual, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever Black Zero wants.